Did you know that Boba Fett lost Han Solo in between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi? The new video game, Star Wars Outlaws, takes place with these ongoings as its backdrop, but set just after these events, known as the War of the Bounty Hunters. The War of the Bounty Hunters is a sprawling comic book crossover event consisting of 34 comics in total. The main storyline, spanning 5 issues written by Charles Soule in 2021, begins with a dramatic twist. Boba Fett has lost his precious bounty of Han Solo and Carbonite while on Nar Shaddaa. Jabba the Hutt believes Boba betrayed him and puts a massive bounty out on his head. In truth, though, Crimson Dawn, now led by Kira, is the one who stole Han from Boba. Kira's plan unfolds as she aims to lure major galactic powers together, revealing that Crimson Dawn has resurged. Amidst the chaos, Kira organizes an auction for Solo and invites all sorts of famous syndicates and scoundrels. Ultimately, Jabba wins Han Solo for a bid of 1 million credits. However, Darth Vader disrupts the proceedings to reclaim Solo in order to draw Luke Skywalker into the conflict. Kira does confront Vader briefly as he compliments her fighting style, taught to her by her former master/boss, Maul, before he orders frozen Solo to be taken back to the Executor. Jabba, unfazed by the chaos, returns to his palace on Tatooine. Meanwhile, other Hutts, following Kira's orders, have a full-on attack on Vader's Star Destroyer. During this fight, Leia Organa and Boba Fett separately attempt to retrieve Solo. Eventually, Fett reclaims Solo and delivers him to Jabba safe and sound, where we find him later in Return of the Jedi. Vader then ruthlessly eliminates the Hutts, leaving Jabba as the last Hutt leader standing. Crimson Dawn now finds itself targeted by the Empire, sparking Kira's war against the Sith, which continues into 2 sequel comic runs after War of the Bounty Hunters. Waging war against the Sith was something Maul had planned for decades, and now his apprentice Kira had actually done it. This Syndicate Sith war briefly distracts the Empire from its usual pursuits, and Kira fights the good fight against Palpatine and Vader, using ancient methods to combat their Force abilities. But ultimately, she falls just short. Could you say Kira shook the foundation of the Empire for the rebellion to bring it down? Maybe, but it's hard to say. Until that point, Kira had gotten farther than anyone else, really. War of the Bounty Hunters really enhances the lore going into Star Wars Outlaws. The game expands on this underworld setting, providing players with dynamic syndicate choices and quests influenced by the intense power struggles depicted in the comics. There's several references to the comics in the game, including a mentioning of the Han Solo auction that Kira hosted. There is so much more to Kira than when we last saw her on screen in the movie Solo. Her presence alone in Outlaws is a direct nod to the comics, and anytime we get more Kira is a win in my book. For more awesome Star Wars content like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you on the Holonet.